In one Nebraska city tell us their neighborhood is much quieter tonight. The city stepped in to end a squabble over some noisy pets.
Parrots on the front porch that supposedly made a ruckus, but the owner insists the birds belong at her home. Reporter Kevin Boughton went to Columbus. He was live with what he learned. Kevin.
Craig, Jen, this is the sound of two parrots squawking. Just two of them. It can be annoying, yeah. It's what people living in one Columbus, Nebraska neighborhood heard all day, they tell me. Could you imagine trying to enjoy an afternoon in your yard and this is all you hear, squawking and squabbling? Finally, the city evicted these birds, but the noise isn't why. Come to the door of the Leone home in Columbus, Nebraska, and you're eye to eye with parakeets and other small birds. But fed up with noise from squawking and singing parrots kept on the porch last summer, neighbors living along Linden Street called the city to complain about the noise. When animal control showed up last summer, technicians found one of the birds was missing. Leone let it loose. Abe Parrots found it in the front yard.
Like red and green and a blue.
Perched high on a tree branch.
That one, it was like the second row of branches.
Like about 10 feet?
So that led to a charge of animal cruelty because a parrot cannot survive outside.
City Administrator Joe Mangiamelli has worked in local government for more than 30 years.
No, this is the first one.
Because of the animal cruelty charge, Leone lost her permits for the birds, a Quaker parrot and an African gray parrot, and moved them to a family ranch outside the city limits. At a recent city council meeting, she appealed to the council to reissue the permits, telling members the birds were depressed and not eating.
It's an unfortunate situation. Hopefully the family is going to find another home for the parrots.
But the council voted unanimously to deny the permits after neighbors insisted the animals were too noisy and reported seeing a third unpermitted bird at the house.
They are not allowed back in the city.
The city and neighbors say there wouldn't have been any problems with the birds if the family would have just kept them inside where the noise wouldn't have been so bad. But the family didn't, and the complaints rolled in last summer and even into this year. Let us know what you think. Would the birds be too much for you, or do you think the city is overstepping, kicking out the birds? Head to our KMTV Facebook page to let us know. Kevin Boughton, Action 3 News.